Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. So this morning in this video, I kind of want to, this is story time. And the way I wanted to explain this story with energy, I feel like I haven't had my coffee yet, so I'm not very bouncy, but it's quite interesting. I'm actually going to put two stories in one, and hopefully not make this video long. But first thing, so right now we're at the MTN office here in Liberia, and the reason why we're here is because Rich got a SIM card to get to do Momo, so mobile money transaction. He got a Lone Star SIM card, brought the SIM card home on the weekend, and he started getting these strange messages. So he's like, why are people just texting me? I don't know you, you know? And then we tried to transfer money to the SIM card, to the mobile money account. And the thing that blessed us is that, send wave, when you're trying to send money, you have to enter the person's detail. So if it doesn't match up, they'll tell you that it doesn't match up. So they kept telling him it doesn't match up, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So that kind of prevented him from sending money to his account. And then somebody called him and started asking for, they didn't even ask, just started talking. Oh, Tene, welcome back, and blah, blah, blah. So he was like, this is not Tene, you got the wrong number. But then now he started to put one and two together and saw the text messages, like people keep texting back, welcome back, enjoy your stay to the country. And he's like, but then they're calling a female's name. And when he went to go double check, the SIM card is registered in the tenant's name. And he took his passport to the office for them to set up the SIM card. They enter all his information and gave him a SIM card that is registered to another person. So he's so pissed this morning. He's here at MTN office. He's about to correct some other mistake. He's here to correct that mistake so it doesn't happen again. But how careless can that be? I don't know what the where the issue came from, but I think they reuse numbers, because most times when we travel out of the country and you stay there for a little longer, when you come, you have to get a new number. They reassign that number to someone else. So what they're supposed to do is to reset, clear out the data from the number and issue that number fresh to a different person. But either the system isn't doing it, or the individual who is supposed to do the clearing out isn't clearing out, or he forgot to do that. The only thing that blessed us is we were trying to send money from the US to the mobile money account. Imagine giving that number to another person here in Liberia and saying, send me money. They would have sent that money to the account, and then you probably wouldn't have been able to cash it out. And you hear all these stories about possible things people working at the office be doing. Sometimes I find it really hard to believe that someone would do that, but I mean, you cannot pass anything by you. So that's story number one. That's why we're here at the MTN's office this morning. Story number two. I wanted to explain this story when I was sitting down to the horse, all comfortable with a cold glass of water, because this one will get you cracking up. The title of this story is, I sent my maid to the market, she didn't come back. Yeah, you say why again, Marion? Yep. I sent the maid to the market to buy things, and she did not return. So this girl was walking around looking for work. She came over to my apartment, to my unit, and I came outside to talk to her. So I was like, did someone recommend you to us? Like, how come you just came straight here? So, because some of the people in the yard knows that we're from abroad, so they're pretty cool. So maybe they recommended her to us. Maybe those people might need help. She said no, she was just walking around. However, she said she knew the girl from the apartment next to us. Okay. So then I told her, well, I have a couple of other recommendations that family members are supposed to give to me, but I can try you out either way. And then it all happened that the other person that should have come to me, the person had already found a job somewhere else. And then I was waiting on the other recommendation and I didn't get it. So I was like, you know what? I need some help. So I'm just going to go with this girl. So she and myself had a long talk. I told her my number one thing on my list to be able to work with me is honesty. Honesty, communication, positive attitude. You got to be teachable. You got to be able to take corrections, etc. So we had all this talk. The girl showed up to work. I trained her. The place is pretty small, so it's a quick go through. In 2 hours, you're done with everything. So I was like, it was a Friday, right? So I'm like, and I don't let my staff work on the weekend. So I was like, the next time you come back, it's Monday. And like I said, it's part-time. So it's Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I said, well, the next time you'll be here is Monday. And I don't want you, like, I don't have anything. We don't have food here at the house. So if you can grab me some things, I can cook on the weekend so we can have food to eat. She said, okay. She wore a dress with a big t-shirt over it. She was really hot, so she left the t-shirt at home. She gave me no indication of not returning. So, and it wasn't a lot of things because I had a little bit of stuff in the freezer. I wanted to make kidney beans and I had a little bit, but I just wanted fish, fresh fish, pepper, tomato paste, like a few other things to add to what I had. So, the total I gave her was $10 US and 500 Liberian dollars over it. Not a whole lot, right? Like 5 items on the list. And she was supposed to run to Red Light Market and come back. So when she left, I had meetings, back to back meetings. And then it started raining. And she did really well. Like, she cleaned the place. She had a really good attitude. She did laundry. She did it really well and all of that. So I was like, once you get the stuff from the market, you don't even have to stay. You just drop it off and leave. When she left, there was a heavy rain that fell. So heavy that I was like, this is unbelievable. So I was a little worried about her. I'm like, you know what? She may not even be able to get to do the market, the shopping, because of the rain. She probably would have had to wait for the rain to cease, and it took a little bit for the rain to cease. So, but I was in a meeting and I kept getting concerned. Even after the rain ceased, she still had not returned. So I called her the first time, it just rang and no answer. So I jumped in my next meeting. By the time I was done with all of my meetings, it was like 7 p.m. Liberia's time, and it was getting dark outside. Mind you, she left around maybe like 2:30, 3 p.m. like that. It was 7 p.m. We lived about 10-15 minutes away from Red Light Market. So, and she was only gonna get like a couple of items. So to spend like 4 hours or so was just a little alarming. So I decided to call her. The phone number is switched off, and the number is switched off. So I'm like, Why would the number be switched up? So I'm thinking the worst already. I'm like, I hope something didn't happen to her, and stuff like that. So I'm really worried all of Friday. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it was the rain. Maybe she decided to go home. Maybe her phone got stolen. She probably will show up Saturday morning and say, oh sis, the rain was really bad, and by the time I got to the market, nothing was there. So I would just I brought the things Saturday morning. So Saturday morning came, the girl didn't show up. Called her number, no response. Sunday, the girl did not show up. Monday morning, she did not show up. I was like, you are kidding me. It was kind of funny though. I mean, it's either two things. Something is either wrong with you or you just took off, you know? After we had that long talk about honesty and communication, you could have communicated with me. Even if you wanted just a day's work, you could have said, you know, I don't think I want to come back. Just pay me for the time that I was here for. And I could have paid you. She probably thought she wasn't going to get that much if she would have left that day. Like I would have paid her less than that. Because whatever she charged me for the 3 times a week, I even added more money to it. I told her I'll give you more money. And she took off. So we didn't have food over the weekend. I mean, family members give us food, but it was the funniest thing ever. The maid went to the market and didn't return. I wish her all the best. I hope she's okay. She knew there were a lot more access she would have had. So it just doesn't make sense that she would jeopardize all of that for $10 or $12, if you can say. Even if she had an emergency that she needed the money, I think communication works. But you know, we move. The second relative that had the recommendation for me brought the girl over, and we did the same talk to the second one. At least this one, she lives in the yard of that relative, so she can be held accountable. She's been good so far. Left her at the house this morning running some errands, gave her some money to go to the market. This time it's a little more than that. It's $20, so I hope she comes back. No, I think she will. But that's the story time, my people. I hungry that morning. I drink my coffee, so I ain't even put energy in the story time. But I promise it's gonna be better next time. All right, if you have not liked or subscribed, go ahead and do that, and make sure you hit the notification button, because I had not posted a lot of videos in a long time, so people are not getting notifications. Double check your notification, make sure it's on, because I'm gonna be dropping it like it's hot. All right, enjoy your time. Bye bye.